and her brother, who are having an incestual affair with each other. And we believe that eventually they want to overthrow the king. So since that king's right-hand man was killed, who was also grew up with the threesome as friends, he was killed. He went to the Starks and had the Stark guy come to be his right-hand man. So he's there now. So meanwhile, his wife is back at their little castle, because their little son saw the queen and her brother doing it up in a tower, and he pushed him out the window, and the kid's crippled. So the mother stayed back, because she has to run the kingdom over there and whatever. And the Stark guy went to war 17 years prior and had a bastard child who went to this big wall. Apparently there's like this little thing, there's a big wall, because apparently what I'm gathering is that at some point in the time frame, they separated the good people and certain people on the one side of the wall and left all the lower life people on the other side, and they built this gigantic wall, and the people on the other side of the wall turned into like freaks and raving like killers and all kinds of stuff, and people sort of.
Well, you meet them eventually, the wildlings, and they're really just normal people that live in the cold instead of the warm, yeah.
And they need people to protect the wall. So it used to be like a prestigious thing to protect the wall, but then once you go to the wall, you sign an oath, and you're on the wall. You can't have a family, you can't come home, you're murdered if you AWOL and whatever. Like, you got to stay on the wall is your life.
It's like the army forever.
Eventually, nobody really wanted to do that, so what they do is they go around to the towns and they get all, like, the rapists and the thieves and the low-life people that are in jail, and they make them go and guard the wall. But the Stark guy had a bastard son, and he has no future, because everybody calls him bastard, so he volunteered to go to the wall. So he's at the wall, and he's making friends with, like, all these people. And am I getting this good so far?
Yes! Yeah. I'm really loving every minute of it.
So, he's at the wall. That's where we left off at the third thing. Like, he went to the wall, and he's learning how to fight, and all this stuff, and I think his uncle or somebody or whatever.
Uncle Benjen.
We're waiting to find out, like, what happened to his mother. They're going to
Is this on HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the fourth season is starting, and we're, like, trying to catch up.
You're never going to catch up, but it's okay.
So,
right now, we can catch up.
So
it's 30 hours of episodes.
This is what happens.
No commercials.
So far, the main stories that are going on, kind of, like I caught you up to all the history. The main stories that are going on is they believe the mother thinks that the child was tried to be killed because somebody came and tried to stab him too, and the dog ate him.
Are there titties in the show?
Mad titties.
Massive sex, and the C word has been thrown around like crazy.
Well,
heads getting chopped off.
But they actually call vaginas that.
Yeah, the sex, like, they treat women like whores. There's boobs flying all over all stuff.
They are whores, but
the ones they treat as whores are actually.
So the mystery that's going on now.
They use the C word to describe everybody's vagina.
Is that the brother and the sister? The brother is making his way and wants to go and overtake the king, but the king got word.
The queen's brother
with a little note flying over, saying that somebody was suspicious that the other guy was murdered, and that the brother wants to come over and take his rightful throne, and so he wants that guy to protect him, and he's all afraid of that. So that's kind of what's going on there.
Because
back at the Stark family
was the Mad King, and so they took him.
Robert is the usurper.
Back at the Stark family, the mother believes that somebody tried to murder her son, which they did, and they believe that it's the Lannisters, which are
the queen and the brother.
Which is the queen and the brother.
That are having sex together.
They're twins, and they do it because they're in love with each other. And then they have a dwarf brother who's really funny. He's good in that part and stuff. He's at the wall right now. He's just
visiting the wall.
He was visiting the wall because he wanted to go and see it because he heard.
He wanted to piss off the edge of the world.
But he kind of associates with the bastard son because the dwarf always got made fun of, and now bastard. Like back then, they called you bastard.
It's a great show. That was amazing, Mom.
It's a good show. So. But that's the general synopsis that's kind of going on now. Like, the bastard son is at the wall, learning how to protect the wall, and the Starks, the wife is going
back. And there's tension between Ned and the king, kind of, because they killed Sansa's wolf and all that crap.